So to begin today, we're going to start in a kneeling seat, if that's comfy for you, sitting on your heels. If it's not comfortable, you are welcome to just sit cross-legged instead. So we've been working with some concepts from the Yoga Sutras, which I've never done in this class before. Um, well, maybe I've done it, but more indirectly. But we're working with specific concepts, or they're called the yamas, or the kind of deprogramming of mental patterns, right? This is yoga is sort of like a mind training in a way. Even though we use our bodies, we're working with our minds as well because it's all connected. Um, so we've talked about ahimsa, we've talked about, which is non-harming. We've talked about satya, which is truthfulness. And today we're going to jump ahead to this concept of aparigraha, and that is non-grasping. So coming from Alan Finger's translation of the Yoga Sutras, he says that aparigraha is the absence of greed and possessiveness. It is created when we understand that we can have things, but we don't own them. If we can consciously step back from our desire for and attachment to our stuff, the desired outcome or outcome, the desired object or outcome holds no power over the ego. And the things that we want and have can't own us. Okay, so that was a lot. I think the essence of this is that we're kind of working with this concept of non-grasping, right? And that could be related to objects, possessions, material things. This also relates to attachment to outcomes. So one of the teachings of yoga, coming from another text called the Bhagavad Gita, is like putting our efforts out into the world without any expectation of what we're going to get back. So it's important for us to live and engage in the world and do things that we're passionate about and things that we love and put our energy out, but we can't always expect what's going to come back from that. And so for me, in my experience, in my 30 some years on the planet, um, is that no matter what, if we put good intentions out into our work, into our lives, our relationships, there will be fruit. There will be something positive that comes from that, but we don't always know exactly what that's going to look like or how it's going to take shape, right? Just like I planted my garden a few weeks ago and I sprinkle some seeds in the ground. I do kind of like a chaos gardening, chaos planting, sometimes, not always. And then you just wait and see what sprouts up, you create the conditions, you lay down your compost, I installed the drip irrigation, I put down a bed of straw to mulch in the nutrients and the moisture. And then it's kind of out of my hands as far as what seeds decide to sprout up. And it's beautiful. I wish I could show you guys. I'm looking at it right now out my window. Um, but this year, somehow it's thriving, and I've been putting compost in the last couple of years, and finally I'm seeing the beautiful fruits of my efforts. I didn't know what to expect though. So with that being said, we're gonna work this into our practice today, this concept of aparigraha or non-grasping. And oh, I have music for you. Let me share a playlist. Okay, so your playlist is there. If you are playing music with me, you can pull that up and we'll start together in 3, 2, and 1. And as you come into your seat, you can rest your hands on your thighs, or if you'd like to join me, place one hand over your heart, followed by the other, however you're most comfortable. You might close down your eyes or just soften your gaze and begin by deepening your breath, inhaling through your nose Feel your belly expand. And exhaling slowly through your nose. Allowing your shoulders to melt away from your ears. Breathing in this way. If your hands are resting on your heart space, you might allow a softening in the space of your heart. We're going to be working today into the shoulders and the upper back. Maybe working with some binds in the body and the physical practice and learning when to grasp and when to let go. And with this softening, please blink your eyes open if they're closed. As you inhale, take your arms out to the sides, cactus your arms, like a big saguaro. Pull your elbows back, lift up through your sternum. We'll take a moving meditation. And as you exhale, sweep your hands forward, wrap right arm on top of the left. So in mirror image to me, hold your shoulders, round and stretch your back. Drop chin to chest. Give yourself a little hug. Good. Inhale, open back up, cactus your arms. And as you exhale, take your left arm on top. Hold opposite shoulder round and stretch out your back. And continue in that way. Inhale, cactus and open. And exhale, round, right arm on top. On your own. Simple way to connect your breath with your movement, opening up through the shoulders, back of the neck, space of the heart. This time as you cactus your arms, straighten your arms, reach your fingertips behind you, turn to the side so you can see, anchor your tailbone down, feel the back bend in your upper back, and then maybe release your fingertips to the floor behind you. Puff up through your sternum, option to lift your gaze. Take an inhale. As you exhale, sweep your hands forward and come forward onto hands and knees. Move around a little bit, cat's breath or spinal undulations, whatever feels good. Spread your fingers wide, plug into each fingertip and knuckle. Good, and then slow your movements down. And we're going to take an inhale, lift your left leg. Send your toes towards the sky, keep your knee bent. Square your shoulders towards your mat. And then as you exhale, pull your left knee towards your nose and round. Good, inhale, extend your left leg high. Opening up and exhale, round, knee to nose. Press the mat away. Once more like that. Good, this time as you inhale, pause. You can stay here or play with the balance. Reach your right hand back towards your right hip and maybe clasp the inner edge of your foot. If you're holding your foot, press your foot into your hand to expand into the shape Ardha Dhanurasana half bow. Take an inhale and exhale, slow release. Lower your knee, lower your hand. Press back to either child's pose or downward dog if you want to stretch out your hamstrings a little more. So a couple of breaths in neutral. Good. Lower your knees if they're lifted. We'll meet back in tabletop and extend your right leg high. Keep your knee bent. Toes towards the sky. Lift up through your gaze. Inhale. And exhale, pull right knee to nose. Again, inhale, extend. Arcing. And exhale, round. Once more like that. And this next time you lift your right leg, pause. You can challenge your balance by reaching your left hand back towards your hip and maybe take a hold of your foot with your hand. Anchor down into your right hand And if you're holding your foot, press your foot into your hand to open up. Ardha Dhanurasana, half bow. Take an inhale and exhale, release. Stack your knees under your hips, walk your hands forward, puppy dog pose. Rest your forehead down. So it's kind of like an active child's pose. Breathing and stretching into your upper back. Complete your exhale. And inhale, slide forward to your belly. And we'll set up for Sphinx pose. So prop yourself up on your forearms. Have your elbows directly under your shoulders. Press down into your forearms and your fingertips. Glide your shoulders away from your ears and draw your shoulder blades onto your back as you reach your sternum forward. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, drop chin to chest, round your back. Lift your low ribs off the mat. So a little engagement through the core. Inhale, look forward, press the mat away. And exhale, round, lift your low ribs, maybe lift your hips for a little more core engagement. Inhale, look forward, open up. Exhale, round, lift your low ribs, maybe lift your hips, maybe lift your knees. What? Good. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, slide your hands under your shoulders and come into cobra. Glide again, shoulders away from your ears. Wrap your elbows in towards your ribs. Press firmly into all of your knuckles, especially index finger knuckle. Take one more inhale. And exhale, lower. And release. You can stack your hands under your forehead or rest your cheek to one side, maybe sway your hips. Okay, so after our efforts, we release and let go and soften. And then slide your hands under your shoulders. Tuck your toes, press back, downward facing dog. You might hear me sniffling. I'm not crying. I have allergies. It would be okay if I was crying. It's okay to cry. But it's just allergies. All of a sudden, the Palo Verde are blooming down here. So take some time to pedal out through your feet. You can bend one knee and then the other. Stretching into the backs of your legs. Breathing deeply. Inhaling through your nose, or if it's stuffy, breathe through your mouth. Do what you gotta do. Exhale out through your nose or your mouth. Breathing through the nose helps to slow your breath. Look to the top of your mat, bend your knees, and walk your feet forward, coming into a forward fold. Take an inhale, lift halfway, hands to your shins, or maybe even your thighs. Exhale, fold. Again, inhale to lengthen, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Soften your knees. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Connect your palms and exhale, lower your hands through the center, either pausing at your heart or release your arms down at your sides. See that your feet are parallel. Take an inhale, cactus your arms. Bend your knees, come into a variation of Utkatasana, fierce pose. Pull your elbows back. So deep back bend, inhale. And as you exhale, wrap right arm on top, hold opposite shoulder, round and stretch your back. So kind of like a cat's breath standing. Inhale, cactus your arms, open up. And exhale, left arm on top. Round and stretch. Once more, side to side. Inhale. And exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, left arm on top. Good. Inhale, cactus your arms. And now straighten your arms. Interlace your hands behind your back. Roll your shoulders back. Take one more inhale. And exhale, fold chested thighs, Uttanasana, keeping the shoulder opening if you can. Make sure you have a micro bend in your knees if you have the tendency to lock them. Let your head drop. Release your hands down. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. And exhale, step your right foot back, come into a lunge. Set your back knee down. Inhale, sweep your arms high. Low lunge. Exhale, lower your hands, step back, downward facing dog. As you inhale, round forward plank pose, and either knees down or straight legs. Exhale, chaturanga, lower to your belly. Inhale into cobra, or as you're ready, upward dog. Straighten your arms, lift your thighs. And exhale, back downward facing dog. Take an inhale, lift your right leg, bend your knee, open your hip, lift your left heel, and bend your left knee a little bit, sending your right knee even higher. You can stay here or start to look over your left shoulder. See if you can catch a glimpse of your right toes. Good. Inhale, re-extend your right leg high. Straighten it out. And exhale, pull knee to nose, look forward, step forward. Warrior two, spin your back heel down. And inhale, come up through your arms. So right toes facing forward, stacking your right knee over your right ankle. Spin your right palm up, exalted warrior, left hand either to your side waist or down your back leg. Inhale. And now circle your right arm in front of you. Come into side angle pose, right forearm to thigh. Inhale, left arm reaches up and overhead. And exhale, circle it out. Once more, side to side. Inhale through your right arm. Exhale, circle. Inhale, left arm reaches. And exhale, circle. Come back up, warrior two. As you exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Pick up your back heel. Send your right leg high, bend your knee, open your hip. You can stay here, or if you're feeling ready, flip over into wild thing. Spin to the outer edge of your left foot. Tent to your right fingertips. And then maybe set your right foot behind you. Inhale deeply. And exhale fully. Look to the top of your mat. Start to pick up your right knee, plant your right hand, and step forward. Lunge. Look forward. And then step to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold. Soften your knees. Inhale, rise to standing. And exhale, mountain pose. Either hands at your heart or arms at your sides. Pause, breathe, feel. Just for a moment in mountain pose, bend your elbows so that your palms face the sky. Right angle. And then soften through your hands, become receptive. You might even feel some like tingling sensation in your hands or your fingertips. Release your hands down. Inhale, stretch your arms high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Step your left foot back, lunge. Set your back knee down. Inhale, stretch your arms high. Anjaneyasana, just for a breath. And exhale, lower your hands. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, round forward into plank. And exhale, slow lower chaturanga, maybe hover. And inhale to your back bend, cobra or upward dog. And exhale, back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale, lift your left leg, bend your knee, open your hip. Pick up your right heel, micro bend your right knee. Press evenly into your hands. And now stay here or look over your right shoulder. See if you can catch a glimpse of your left toes. Good. Straighten your left leg if it's not. And as you exhale, pull left knee to nose, look forward, step forward, lunge. Warrior two, spin your back heel down. Inhale, rise up through your arms. Left toes forward, left knee stacks over the ankle. Spin your left palm up, exalted warrior. Take your right hand either to your sideways or slide it down your back leg as you extend left arm up and over your ear. Inhale deeply. And now circle it out. Sweep left arm in front of you, lower forearm to thigh, side angle pose. Take your right arm over your ear. Once more, side to side. Inhale, left arm reaches. Exhale, circle. Inhale through your right arm. And circle. Come back up, warrior two. Inhale deeply. And exhale, cartwheel your hands. Pop your back heel up, send your left leg high. Three-legged dog, bend your knee, open your hips to here or flip to wild thing. Spin to the outer edge of your right foot, tent to your left fingertips, and then maybe set left foot behind you, left arm over your ear. Press firmly into your right hand. Look to the top of your mat. Start to lift your left knee, plant your left hand, step forward, lunge. Look forward, inhale. Step to the top of your mat, Uttanasana, forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Soft knees, inhale, rise to stand. And exhale, mountain pose, hands to your heart or arms at your sides. Bend your elbows, palms face the sky. This is called Hasta Mudra. Hastas are your hands, so just becoming receptive through the palms of your hands. And release your arms down. Inhale, stretch your arms high. Clasp your left wrist with your right hand. Press evenly into your feet. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, lean over to the right. Option to look under your left arm. If you need more support for your lower back, place your right hand to your right hip. Good. Inhale, come up. Change the clasp. Hold your right wrist. Stretch up through both sides of your waist. And on an exhale, lean over to the left. Option to look under your right arm. Press evenly through your feet. Again, you can always take left hand to left hip if that strains your lower back. Good. Inhale, come up through the center. And exhale, release your hands. Interlace them behind your back. Put your opposite pinky on top, whatever feels a little awkward. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your gaze. And exhale, fold. Bend your knees a little to melt your chest towards your thighs. And then drop your head. Good. Bend your right knee. Turn your gaze to the left and your torso to the left. So you're resting your torso on your right thigh. Straighten your right leg, change. Bend your left knee. Turn your torso and your gaze to the right. If you can, rest torso to left thigh. Come back through the center. Release your hands. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, either step to plank or jump back, chaturanga, lower all the way down to your belly. So come into a Sphinx pose. Prop yourself up on your forearms. So coming back to that core engagement, inhale here. And as you exhale, pull knee or chin to chest, round your back. You can lift your low ribs, your hips, maybe your knees. Good. Set your hips down. Inhale, look forward. Just a couple more like that. Exhale, round and engage. Inhale, look forward. Last two. Inhale. Last one. Inhale. Slide your hands under your shoulders, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, back downward facing dog. And take an inhale, lift your right leg, bend your knee, open your hip. And as you exhale, look forward, step forward, lunge. Set your back knee down and inhale, lift your arms. Low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Pull your hips back a little, cactus your arms. Inhale, lift your chest. And as you exhale, wrap left arm on top. Give yourself a little hug. You can stay here or take eagle arms. Turn your fingers skywards. Either press the backs of your hands or cross your wrists. Press your hands away from your face. Lift your fingertips and glide your shoulder blades onto your back. And now stay here or inhale, lift up slightly, and exhale, begin to curl back into a back bend. Take one more inhale. And exhale, release, unravel your arms, cactus them again. And then straighten your elbows, reach your fingertips back behind you. Potentially untuck your toes, stretch your fingertips to the floor. Inhale deeply. And exhale, release fingertips to frame your front foot, straighten your front leg, half splits. Good, take a couple of resting breaths in your half splits. Oops. With each inhale, lengthen your spine. With each exhale, fold. Good, now look forward. Bend your front knee. Walk your hands forward, pick up your back knee, and float your left leg up. Bend your left knee. So variation of standing splits. Bend your right knee a little bit to open things up and send your left knee even higher. You can stay here or reach your right hand back towards your right hip. Maybe even clasp your foot. What? Bend both knees. Find stability. Exhale. If you're holding your foot, inhale, press your foot into your hand. Open standing Ardha Dhanurasana, standing half bow. Take one more inhale. Exhale, release the bind. Bend both knees, coming into a seated spinal twist. Lower your left knee to the outside of your right heel and sit down. So you should have your right leg on top, left knee is bent, down on the bottom. Hug your right shin in, lengthen your spine. And now twist to the right, reach your right arm back behind you. Inhale, stretch your left arm high. And exhale, option one, hug your knee or hook your elbow outside of your knee. There is a bind available. You would weave your right hand or your left hand between your legs and then reach your right hand back to either clasp right hand or wrist. Good, so knowing when to hold on and when to just let it go. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist a little deeper. If binding causes you to round your spine or hold your breath, then just come into a previous variation of the pose. Complete your exhale. Untwist. We're gonna come out the same way we came in. So you've got your right foot forward. Rock forward, walk your hands forward, send your left leg high. Standing splits, this time straighten your left leg, stretch through your toes. Potential to play with balance here. You could take your right hand to the back of your right ankle. Maybe even left hand follows. Breathe. Embrace the wobbles. And then just let it go. Release your hands. Set your left knee down, or left foot down. Separate your feet. Turn your heels in, toes out. Bend your knees. Malasana, squat down. Connect your palms. Place your elbows inside of your knees. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to soften. Release your hands to the mat. Straighten your legs. Turn your toes to face forward. Forward fold. Take a breath here. Inhale to lengthen. Step to plank or jump back. Chaturanga, lower as you breathe out. Inhale to your back bend, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, press back, child's pose. Good. Come forward onto hands and knees and then lower down to your forearms. See that your elbows are directly under your shoulders. Connect your palms and then walk your feet back, straighten your legs, forearm plank. And you can always have your knees on the earth for support or the floor. As you inhale, press into your forearms, round your upper back, keep your hips low. And as you exhale, reach your sternum forward, your heels back. Lengthen. Again, inhale, round into your upper back. And exhale, extend. Heels back, heart forward. Couple more. Inhale, round. Exhale, extend. Last one. Good. Release your hips all the way down. Separate your forearms so that your hands are shoulder distance, forearms are parallel. Coming back to Sphinx pose. Good. Turn your right forearm so your right fingertips face your left wrist. Coming into Ardha Bakasana, half frog. It's a quad opening. Bend your left knee. Reach your left hand back to clasp the inside arch of your foot. Good. Recommit to your front forearm anchoring down, the top of your back foot pressing down. You could stay here or start to guide your left heel towards your outer left hip. Eventually, fingers spin in the same direction as your toes. Good. Release. Come back into Sphinx pose. Other side, take your left forearm at a diagonal. Bend your right knee. Reach your right hand back to clasp the inside arch of your foot. Recommit to left arm pressing down, left foot pressing down. And then maybe start to guide your right heel towards your outer right hip. Eventually spinning your fingertips in the same direction as your toes. Pause where you need to. Breathe deeply wherever you are. And complete your exhale. And then release the grasp. Let it go. Bend both knees. Reach back to clasp the outer edges of your feet. If that's not happening, just interlace your hands behind your back. Bow pose. Exhale completely. And inhale, press your feet into your hands to lift up. Good. Exhale, lower slightly. Inhale to open. Exhale, lower, just a little bit. Inhale, open up. Good, just one more breath like that. Good, and then let it go completely. Lower down to rest on your belly. You can stack your hands under your forehead or turn your head to one side. Allow the weight of your body to drop into the support of the earth. Surrender your efforts and just be for a moment, releasing any sense of grasping or pushing or striving. Just be. And now slide your hands under your shoulders and tuck your toes, press back, downward facing dog. As you inhale, lift your left leg, bend your knee, open your hip. And as you exhale, step forward, lunge. Set your back knee down. Inhale, lift your arms high, Anjaneyasana. As you exhale, cactus your arms out to the sides. And now wrap right arm on top. Hold opposite shoulder. You can stay here. This might be plenty of a shoulder stretch, or eagle arms. Spin your fingertips skywards. You can press the backs of your hands or cross your wrists. Press your hands away from your face. Lift your fingertips high as you glide your shoulder blades onto your back. An option to stay steady here or start to lift up and back into a back bend. Good. Start to come back up if you're in a back bend. Unravel your arms, cactus them, and now straighten your arms out to the sides. Untuck your back toes. You can stay here or start to sink into your hips. Release your fingertips to the floor, maybe some blocks if you have them. They can also just be hovering in space. Inhale deeply. And exhale, frame your left foot with your hands. Straighten your left leg, half splits. Take an inhale, lift a little, lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold. On your next inhale, bend your left knee. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Standing splits, walk your hands forward. Float your right leg up, but bend your right knee. Now bend your left knee. Feel how that helps to open your hips a little. See if you can send your right knee even higher. And stay here, play with the balance. Plug into your right fingertips. Maybe reach your left hand back toward your left hip. Potentially find your foot. Bend both knees generally. Get anchored in your left foot. And on an inhale, press your top foot into your hand to open. Take one more inhale. If you're binding, release. Lower left foot down. Setting up for seated spinal twist, bend both knees and set your right knee to the outside of your left heel. And then sit all the way down. You've got your left leg on top this time. Hug your shin, lengthen your spine. And now take your left hand behind you. Inhale, reach your right arm high. As you exhale, option to wrap your arm around your shin. Hook your elbow to the outside, or possibly binding. You can weave your right hand between your legs. Take your left hand back behind you to clasp left hand or wrist. And how to lengthen. Exhale, twist. So notice if your grasping or your binding creates strain or struggle for yourself. If there's any rounding in your back or you can't breathe deeply, let the bind go and just come into a previous pose. Slowly untwist, unravel. All right, we're gonna come out the same way we came in. So anchor into your left foot, walk your hands forward, extend your right leg high, full standing splits, stretch through your toes. Maybe play with the bind here. You could take your left hand behind your left ankle or calf, followed by your right hand. Oh my gosh, this is when I'm so aware of my weak ankles. They just wobble and drive me crazy. But there's no pressure. Like, it's okay if I fall out of the pose. It's okay if you fall out of the pose. No big deal. Release your hands, lower your right foot. Turn your heels in, toes out, bend your knees, squat down. Malasana. I'm gonna do a little sumo turn to face you. Optional bind in Malasana. First, we're gonna take expansive twist and then maybe add a little bind to it. So start by sweeping your, I'll do mirror image to you, left arm in front of your left shin. Extend your right arm high. Lean back and open. And then you can stay here. Play with the bind. Don't force it. You would inner spiral your arms, bend your elbows, and reach back to clasp left hand or wrist. Maybe looking over your left shoulder. If holding on feels expansive or creates a sense of freedom or openness, stay with it. If binding creates contraction, then let it go. And come back to the center. Connect your palms, inhale. Other side, sweep your left arm in front of your left shin, plant your palm. Right arm, like my mirror, right arm. Reach your left arm high. Then you could also inner spiral your arms, bend your elbows, reach back to clasp left hand or wrist. You could look over your left shoulder. And let that go. Untwist. Straighten your legs. Turn to the top of your mat if you're not. Forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Take a rag doll. Hold opposite elbow, bend your knees generously. You can sway a little side to side if you'd like. And inhale to lengthen. Step to plank or jump back. Chaturanga, lower down. All the way to your belly. Prop yourself up on your forearms. Good. Now, so you're in Sphinx pose. Elbows under your shoulders. Have your forearms parallel. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips. So this is forearm plank with your knees down or straighten your legs. Take your right forearm at a diagonal. Start to spin to the outer edge of your right foot. You can have one foot on front of the other or stack left foot on top of your right. Reach your left arm high. So forearm side plank. If this doesn't feel good in your shoulders, you can take a regular side plank with your right hand down. Bend your left elbow, place your hand to the back of your head, lean back, lift your hips a little higher, inhale. And as you exhale, lower your left elbow towards the floor. Good, inhale, lift back up. Exhale, lower. Just two more, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one. Good, this time as you lift up, lower your left forearm back down and lower your hips down. So Sphinx pose. So you're probably feeling a little bit of a burning in your right shoulder. We're gonna stretch it out. Take your hands under your shoulders for a moment. Hover your forehead above the mat. And now take your right arm to the side, palm facing down. Rest your right cheek on the mat. And now begin to roll to your right side. You can bend your left knee, step your foot behind you. So you can use your left hand like a lever, tent onto your fingertips, stack your elbow over your wrist. There's some variations if you want more of a stretch. You could bend your right knee as well, place both feet down. And then you could experiment with the bind, spin your right palm to face up and reach your left hand back behind you to possibly clasp clasp both hands, actually. Just interlace them behind your back. Find a position where the right side of your head is resting down. You might have a pillow nearby that could help with that. Breathe and soften. And then start to come out the same way you came in. Roll back to your belly. Prop yourself up on your forearms. Last little bit of strengthening, strength training, okay? So we've got the other side. We've got to balance it out. So from Sphinx pose, tuck your toes, lift your hips. You could be in half plank or lift your knees. Take your left forearm at a diagonal, spin your heels to the left. I like to have one foot in front of the other. It's a little more stable. And then lift your right arm. But if you want more of a challenge, stack your feet. Bend your right elbow, place your hand behind your head. Inhale, lift your gaze, maybe lift your hips a little. And exhale, lower your right elbow towards the mat. Inhale, lift up, open. And exhale, lower your right elbow. Just two more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one. Good. This time, as you come up, release your right arm, plant your forearm down, lower your hips. Come back to your belly. We'll stretch out the left shoulder. Take your hands under your shoulders, hover your forehead above the floor. Take your left arm to the side, palm facing down. Rest your left cheek on the mat. And now bend your right knee, roll to your left side, and step your right foot behind you. You can use your right arm like a lever, tent to your fingertips. Stack your elbow directly over your wrist. And you're welcome to experiment with variations. The next krama or stage would be to bend your left knee, plant your left foot. And if you're playing with that bind, turn your left palm to face up. Reach your right arm back behind you to interlace your hands behind your back. Find a position where the left side of your head is resting. Inhale deeply and exhale fully. And then come out the same way you came in. Straighten out your legs. Roll back to your belly. Place your hands under your shoulders. Bend your knees. Reach back to clasp the outside edges of your feet with your hands. Dhanurasana again. Bow pose. Inhale, lift up. Okay, you can stay here or get kind of crazy with me. We're going to come into side bow. So take an inhale, lift. Exhale, lower slightly. And then roll to your right side. What? So that little shoulder opening we just did, prepped for this. Rest your head on the floor if it's not. Take an inhale. Roll back to your belly. Inhale, lift up through the center. Exhale, lower slightly. And then roll to your left side. Knees are still about hips distance apart. Head's resting down, opening up through the left shoulder. Exhale, roll back to your belly. One more breath through the center. Inhale, lift. And exhale, release completely. Stack your hands. Rest your forehead down. Maybe bend your knees, windshield wiper your legs a little, or sway your hips with straight legs. And then let go completely. Again, that was a lot of effort. Maybe some grasping, some holding on. And now just let go. Allow the fruits of your effort, that movement of your breath, your energy to circulate through your body. Complete your exhale. And slide your hands under your shoulders, tuck your toes. Press back, child's pose. Touch big toes together, widen your knees. Stack your hands under your forehead or extend your arms long, whatever feels good. Inhale deeply and exhale fully. And come up to hands and knees. Walk your hands forward, tuck your toes, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg, bend your knee, open your hip. And as you exhale, look forward, step forward, lunge. Set your back knee down. Walk your hands up to your right thigh. Interlace your hands. Press them into your thigh. Okay, we're going to come into a deep quad opening on the left side. This could be where you stay or work the stages with me. The next stage is to rest just your right forearm on your thigh. Bend your back knee, reach your left hand back to clasp the inside arch of your foot. Make sure you're not on a tightrope for this one. You can widen your right foot to the right. You can start to guide your left heel towards your outer left hip. There's even a mermaid pose variation where you would place your foot to your left elbow crease. Reach your right arm up and back behind your head to clasp. Good, slow release. Frame your right foot with your hands. Straighten your right leg, half splits. Okay, this is option one. Option two, actually we can all take option two. Walk your hands back behind you. And then slide your left knee out to the side, come down to your seat. So you have an L shape in your legs with your left heel connected to your outer left hip. If this does not feel good in your knee or your hip or any part of your body, take your left foot to your right inner thigh. Okay. We're gonna twist your torso to the left, so towards the long side of your mat. Lower your right forearm either to your thigh or elbow inside of your knee. Take your left hand to your left hip and roll your shoulder back, lean back. Reach your left arm high. Option to spin your left palm towards the front of your mat, stretch your arm over your ear. There's kind of a crazy bind if you want to play with it. No pressure. You would lower your hands for a moment. Lift your hips enough to weave your right arm under your back leg to hold your ankle. And then stretch your left arm over your ear. This is a variation of gate pose. As you inhale, release, come up. We're gonna come out the same way we came in. So guide your left knee forward. Walk your hands forward, come back into a lunge. And step back, downward facing dog. I'll meet you there in a sec. My rug is getting all bunched up and it's driving me crazy. So I'm gonna straighten it out. Okay. I'll meet y'all in downward dog. And take a flow, chaturanga up dog, or take a rest depending on what you need. We're just going to rest here. I'll meet you in downward dog in the next breath or so. And as you inhale, lift your left leg. You can bend your knee, open your hip. And exhale, step forward between your hands, lunge. Walk your hands up your left thigh. Make sure you're not on a tightrope. You can interlace your hands to Press your palms into your thigh. All right. Some of you are feeling plenty of a quad opening here. If you want to experiment with more, bend your back knee, rest your left forearm on your left thigh. Reach your right arm back to clasp the inner arch of your foot. And perhaps guide your right heel towards your outer right hip. So we did this on our bellies in half frog. You could stay here. You could place your foot to the crook of your right elbow. Reach your left arm up and back to possibly clasp your hands. Mermaid variation. Merman, merperson. Inhale deeply. Exhale, release. Frame your left foot with your hands. Straighten your left leg, half splits. All right. So walk your hands back a little bit. Enough that you can slide your right knee out to the side and sit down. So you either have your right heel behind you, connected to your right hip. If that doesn't feel good, place your right foot to your left inner thigh. Turn to face the long side of your mat. Start by lowering left forearm to thigh or left elbow inside of your knee. Take your right hand to your right hip. Then roll your shoulder back, lean back, and extend your right arm up. For more sensation, spin your palm towards the front of your mat. Stretch your arm over your ear. If you want to take that funny bind with me, you'd plant your hands for a moment. Pick up your hips, weave left arm under your hips to clasp your back ankle, and then stretch your right arm over your ear. Inhale to come up. Look to the top of your mat. Slide your right knee forward. Walk your hands forward, lunge. Step back, down dog. And take a flow or a rest, depending on what you need. We'll meet in downward dog in the next breath or so. Lower your knees down. Walk your knees forward so you're at the top of your mat. Touch your big toes together, widen your knees, and sit back on your heels, saddle pose. I think we've done this one before. So it's a deep quad opening. If you want to work any of the other quad openings we've done today in the lunge or half frog on your belly, feel free. Or come with me. You can walk your hands back, lift your hips just slightly, scoot your tailbone towards the top of your mat and set your hips back down. Work it in stages. You could lower to your forearms, maybe scoop your hips forward a little bit more, set them down. You could come all the way onto your back, take your arms overhead. Breathing into the opening in your quads. If you're in a pose that requires a second side, please take that now. Complete your exhale. And then start to come out by coming out the same way you came in. So press into your forearms and then your hands. Let's meet in tabletop. And extend your left leg back, tuck your toes, and just shift a little forward and back. Good. And now pick up your left leg. Take your leg out to the side and set your foot down. Reach your hips back towards your heels. It's like a child's pose. Stretch, half child's pose, half gate pose. You can have your right toes tucked or untucked. I think it feels good to have the toes tucked and stretch out the foot. Up to you. Good, now come up to standing on your right knee. So your left leg's out to the side. Right hip stacks directly over your right knee. Take your right hand to your sacrum. Fingertips can face down or up. Stretch your left arm high and start to curl back. You can take your left hand to the back of your head for more support. Half camel pose, half gate. Maybe even reaching your right hand towards your right heel. Inhale and exhale, come up. Lower your hands, lower your left knee. Other side. Extend your right leg back behind you, tuck your toes, shift forward and back, stretching out through the back of your leg. And now pick up your right leg. Flex your foot, take your leg out to the side, and then set your foot down. Tuck your left toes under. We'll do what you did on the other side. Reach your hips back towards your heels. Half gate, half child's pose. And just reach your hips back as far as it feels good. And now inhale, come up to standing on your left knee. So your right leg is still out to the side. You can't really see mine. It looks like I only have one leg. That would be quite a trick. Take your left hand to your sacrum. Fingertips facing down, maybe up. Reach your right arm up. And sweetly back. You can place your right hand to the back of your head for more support. Maybe even take your left hand to your left ankle and extend through your right arm. Half camel pose, half gate pose. And inhale, come up. Lower your hands, lower your right knee. Sit back on your heels. Actually, swivel your legs out in front of you. We're going to set up for rest, and that could be resting on your back. That could be resting in seated meditation. If you're really comfy sitting on your heels the way we began, you're welcome to take that as well. We're going to take a gratitude meditation today. And so in this practice of aparigraha or non-grasping, the remedy for that is to practice gratitude for what we have already. And then whatever happens in the future, it's like, it's okay because we have a lot right now. So I'm going to practice some gratitude. This gratitude meditation comes from Jack Kornfield, the book The Wise Heart. Take some time to get comfy. You might let out a sigh. Allow the weight of your body to drop into the support of the earth, the floor, whatever horizontal surface you are resting on. And this is a meditation on gratitude and joy. If it doesn't come naturally today, please be kind to yourself. Some days it's easy to practice gratitude, and some days it's a challenge, and like that's okay. That's part of being human. Let yourself sit quietly and at ease. Allow your body to be relaxed and open, your breath natural, your heart easy. Begin the practice of gratitude by feeling how year after year you have cared for your own life. And now let yourself begin to acknowledge all that has supported you in this care. With gratitude, I remember the people, animals, plants, insects, creatures of the sky and sea, air and water, fire and earth, all whose joyful exertion blesses my life every day. With gratitude, I remember the care and labor of 1,000 generations of elders and ancestors who came before me. I offer my gratitude for the safety and well-being I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the blessings of this earth I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the measure of health I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the family and friends I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the community I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the teachings and lessons I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the life I have been given. And just as we are grateful for our blessings, so we can be grateful for the blessings of others. Now shift your practice to the cultivation of joy. Continue to breathe gently. Bring to mind someone you care about, someone it is easy to rejoice for. Place them or picture them and feel the natural joy you have for their well-being, happiness, and success. With each breath, offer them your grateful, heartfelt wishes. May you be joyful. May your happiness increase. May you not be separated from great happiness. May your good fortune and the causes of your joy and happiness increase. And sense the sympathetic joy and caring in each phrase. May you be joyful. May your happiness increase. And after the joy for them grows strong, turn back to include yourself. May I be joyful. May my happiness increase. May my good fortune and the causes of my joy and happiness increase. allow yourself to settle back into just a simple awareness of your breath, of your body. Holding space for whatever came up in that meditation. Again, sometimes it comes naturally, some days it's a challenge. Just allowing what is in this moment. Coming back to the practice of Aparigraha, or non-grasping to the outcome. And please begin to deepen your breath. Start to bring a little bit of movement back into your body. You might blink your eyes open and close them again. Slowly stretching and waking up. And if you're resting on your back, please take your time, bend your knees, roll slowly to one side, and eventually find your way back up to your seat. And once you establish your seat, you can rest your hands on your thighs or join me connecting your palms together in front of your heart. Remembering this intention of non-grasping, putting our efforts out into the world and trusting that good will come, knowing that we're not sure what exactly it will look like, but that our efforts will be fruitful in some way. And let's bow chin to chest and head to heart. As you're ready, lift your gaze, open your eyes, shift your attention back out into your day. Thanks so much for being here, for practicing, for putting your efforts in. Appreciate you all.